Hi everybody,
It's Tank
and Mags with Chaotic Adventures, and we just wanted to give y'all some helpful tips on your cruise. We are going to be talking about our cruise is going to be the Galveston port area, and give you information about the Carnival requirements for the to embark and disembark onto the cruise, and also some general tips that will help you whether what cruise line you are on. But also you also want to check your cruise line website for any special requirements that they have, because not all cruise lines are the same on the requirements that they require for you to bring, and their rules and regulations and policies on board the ship. All right, so I will go ahead and have Tank here start us off with the topic.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about what you want to take care of ahead of time. Hopefully you got some time. So first things first, you want to get somebody to watch your house, or have a friend, family member that can come by and check on it periodically if you have cats or whatever the case. Just, you know, make sure there ain't no broken windows, whatever. A lot of police departments, the sheriff's departments, you can call and they'll come check your house periodically if you're on vacation as well. Next thing is, if you're not taking the kids, which I recommend, make sure you got a babysitter. Make sure you got somebody you trust that can watch your kids. You may not be able to be on the phone or get phone calls or texts or whatever for days at a time. So if you got kids that are being watched by somebody else, make sure you trust that person. May want to take care of a power of attorney, things such as that ahead of time. Make sure they have all important documents, stuff like that.
Insurance
just
cards
in case.
And medications.
Just in case.
If your kids take medications,
yeah.
Any important information you want to make sure they have.
So that's just exactly, and that's something that you want to make sure you're very aware of, is that you may be out of contact for a few days, and that's just how it is. So your things, your home, your kids, family members, things happen. So just let them know and make sure they're aware, and make sure that you're aware as well. Getting your animals watched, dog sitters specifically, that's what we have to do. We have 2 dogs. We use Rover.
So I'll talk about that.
You talk about that.
So my brother told me about Rover, which is a great app, a great service that provides boarding. Now, the person that you hire for your help for your pets, your dogs, cats, whatever, they have all their information, their rating, where they're located, how much they're charging, and all kinds of information, which is great. And also, I do highly recommend that app. We found a lovely woman who's not that far from us that is able to take care of our 2 babies. So look into rover.com or the Rover app. It's a great service to help you get that help.
So you meet with them. So that covers all that. Other things you want to take care of ahead of time, way ahead of time. Get your drink packages, your Wi-Fi packages, whatever packages you need to get, because prices change, and honestly they're going to go up the closer you get towards your trip.
Correct. And excursions sell out. So make sure you book your excursion. It's highly recommended. Most cruise lines recommend that you do a excursion with that cruise line. But there's also other companies that if you don't want to do an excursion with the cruise line, you can choose, but please take precaution and these sites. I am a travel agent with Exquisite Holidays, and I book with Viator. So you might want to look into that website. You can also message me and I can help you with that as well.
That's what's up, user. All right, I guess that's pretty much it as far as prep work. Other than, make sure you get the supplies and stuff you need. Make sure you got enough clothes you're gonna need. If you you don't want to find out last minute, oh, I don't have socks, stuff like that. Get all your stuff ahead of time. If you're gonna order with Shein or some of these online places, Amazon even, make sure you order way in advance because things happen, stuff gets lost. You just want to make sure you plan ahead. All right, so let's talk about the day before. If you're, you don't want to talk?
Well, if day before, you can, it's highly recommended. If you do not live in the vicinity where the port is located, I will highly recommend that you fly in a day early. I also recommend that you stay a day late because sometimes when you disembark, things happen, luggage is lost, or your ship is delayed, or something.
And honestly, who wants to be rushed? I mean,
yeah,
you're on vacation.
Yeah, just take another day. Just put another day on your schedule for a vacation. I mean, it's better than having to worry about not being able to make the port on time for embark, or making it to the airline on time to return home. So please, 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 I suggest that you at least book something early the day prior so you can stay and be there and make sure that you are there on time. So with that saying, I don't know if y'all know, but Houston has very bad traffic. Lots of construction, especially on the 45
You will
area.
use all your bad words.
So
You'll even make some up.
yes, it's very hectic. So I suggest that you make sure you leave ahead of time, or look at Google Maps and I'll tell you about some construction or any
Look, here's my advice.
detours.
Go to the seawall. Go early. Just be on the island. Go to the seawall. Hang out for a little bit. It's better than, once it's about 9 o'clock and all them people start waking up from their, heavily intoxicated night before, you're going to be dealing with massive amounts of traffic jams, traffic accidents, all of that. Just do yourself a favor. Be on the island before you got to deal with all that mess.
Yeah, it's better that you're there early. Go have some breakfast at the local restaurants or something. Catch the views of the local surrounding
areas. There's
areas.
a Starbucks right across the street from the port,
which is the Galveston port. So yeah, just hang out at the port of Galveston and at the Starbucks, IHOP, Denny's. There's all kinds of places you can have some breakfast and coffee. So yes, we suggest that you at least arrive a day early and maybe arrive. Plan to stay the night when you come back. Also, like I said, sometimes things happen. You may be delayed getting off the ship, so make sure you are putting that into play when you are booking your vacation.
So hotels on the island are going to be expensive. I mean, it's supply and demand. So if you can stay, even 20 minutes away, maybe Uber. Just saying, save yourself a few bucks. Parking. Of course, we're talking about Galveston here, but there's plenty of parking around the port. It's going to cost around 20, 25 bucks a day.
Yes, or maybe more. It depends if you get a garage or if you're
covered,
really
uncovered.
Yeah, and you're real close to the actual cruise port. So it just varies. Do your research. Look up the parking lots that are available and that have shuttles if you're parking a ways out. Also, some of the hotels on the island, even though they may be a little pricey, they let you park there. But make sure you clarify that with the management that it's okay that you stay there and your car will be there when you return. And you can just get an Uber and head to the port. that's also another option for you.
Because I guarantee if you're thinking about it, somebody else is thinking about it too. So, okay, so we've covered what to take care of in your personal, your home. Oh, another thing, make sure, get your house all cleaned up and ready so that when you come home, you're not coming home to a nasty house. Just personal thing there.
Yeah, just make sure all of your loose ends are tied and your home, your bills are paid. You know, we're traveling the first of the month, so we got to make sure our, you know, rent's paid. You know, any of our first of the month bills are automatically taken out and taken care of, so when we come back we don't have to worry about that. But yes, make sure everything is cleaned up and organized. Also with work, you know, make sure you leave your emails to out of office, so that way people know that you're not going to be in office, or anybody that you know who constantly or occasionally checks on you, let them know that, hey, I'm going to be out of the country, you know, just so you have everybody informed.
All right, so this brings us to your embarkation day. Is that how you say it?
Yes, embarking.
Embarking.
Yes.
All right. So you're gonna make your way through all that nasty traffic. You're gonna be very, very patient with everyone as you're coming up to the front entrance. The employees that are working there are doing their hardest to make it a fun day for everyone. So we're not gonna take nothing out on them, our bad day. Get there, be patient, get your luggage to the porters, tip your damn porters, and go find your parking spot. Or however, if you got there by Uber, get your stuff unloaded and go get comfortable, because you're gonna be there for a minute. Don't get impatient. I'm telling you right now, it gets frustrating. You're in Galveston, it gets hot. And just be patient. Just slow down and enjoy the fact that you're on vacation and you're not working while others are.
With porters, you can check your luggage in with them. Make sure you check your luggage in the correct port. A lot of people go on the wrong port if it's a double ship Saturday. And so make sure you're at the correct terminal. And giving your luggage to the correct person. And then also with that, you can either give it to the porter, or you can be one of those people who lug their luggage around the Lido deck until they're able to get their luggage into their room. So we suggest that you checking your luggage. I mean, who wants to walk around with big old luggage, you know, while you're trying to enjoy your
she has 3, 4 big ass.
Didn't we see the video the last time where he had, you know, all these shoes?
Yeah, check out our other videos, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Okay, so we're at the port. We're all happy and patient and friendly, and we're very generous with tipping our porters. Okay, so what do we need? Here's the thing. Take your passport, take your ID, take your birth certificate. And which birth certificate are we supposed to take? What's this paperwork?
It's
very
gonna
specific.
Be the state issued birth certificate, not the one from the hospital that has your little baby feet. It has to be the state issued birth certificate.
So, people, if you leave your passport or you leave your birth certificate, or you're not one of these special, what is it called? Enhanced
driver's
license, whatever.
Yeah.
Just do yourself a favor. Either bring your passport or bring your birth certificate. Otherwise, you're not getting on. You're gonna have to sit there and fight and mess around and this and that, and you potentially could have spent all this money, time, and every prep, all of this, to sit outside the port and wait for your ride to come pick you up and take you back home. Just take the stuff and don't argue with the people.
Now with the enhanced license, no, it's not the little star on the Texas license or whatever state you have that has that little star. No, that's not enhanced. No, sorry to break it to you. There's only 5 states that have the enhanced driver's license, which are the states that are connected to the Canadian border, which is Michigan, Minnesota, New York, Vermont, and Washington. Those are the only states that have the enhanced driver's license. So please, please, please make sure you look at your license, and if you're in those states and have that special license, that's all you need. Other than that, yes, you do need a passport, a valid ID, whether it be a driver's license or a state issued ID, and you'll need your state issue birth certificate also. I always suggest that make sure you take a picture of your documents or email it to yourself, because sometimes we're in a rush and we get distracted and we forget those documents. We either pack them in our luggage or somebody else has them. Always make sure that you have those documents somewhere in your email or messages or phone. That will also be helpful. Also, if you're over the age of 16, you do require to have an ID. So anybody over under age of 16, ID. Now, if you are not from the United States, you may use a resident card, or you can use your passport from your country, but you must have the required forms also with that to be approved to embark. So please go through the website and make sure you read all the special requirements on what is required for you to embark using those identification factors.
We're kind of harping on this, but here's the thing. If you don't have that stuff, then there's no point in any of the rest of it, right? So just get this stuff, get it ready, get it in your carry-on bag, get it ready to go. When they say, have it out, have it ready, don't wait till you get to the desk to pull it out. Have it available, have it ready. Keep it close, keep it handy. Know that it's there, double, triple, quadruple check that it's in there, because if you don't have these things, then all this extra, all of this money that you put in, all of this, are gonna be you crying on the port, on the outside waiting while the ship's taking off. You don't wanna be that person. All right. Make sure, what else? What else we need to make sure we bring?
Make sure you bring cash. Always want to take out cash before you head to the port, so that way you can tip your hosts or your porters or anybody that you that helps you with your excursion, as a taxi driver or your host for your excursion, or so forth. Or when you buy stuff, because every country takes cash, American cash, but they may not take the credit cards or debit cards. So when that, also make sure you call your credit cards, your debit card companies, and make sure you let them know, hey, I'm gonna go out of town. Is there any special thing I need to do? Probably. Yes, I'm sorry, out of the country, because sometimes with these credit card companies, which is a great thing that they have, is that they see a charge from Jamaica and will be like, well, I never seen that person go to Jamaica, so let me stop the payment, and then there goes your trip. There goes your diamonds from Jamaica. And then you're trying to make
phone calls, and
so yeah, it's just better that you take cash, and also let your credit card company, bank, let them know that you will be out of the country and be using those funds when you're out of the country. So, you know, and then the ATMs are so expensive with those fees, so it's better that you do that also. So just a word of advice, you know, a tip from us. So.
Tips. All right. What else should we be carrying with us in our carry-on? How about, go ahead.
Medications. You want to have your medications in your carry-on because sometimes luggage gets lost. So make sure.
Or sometimes it just takes a while before it actually gets to the room where you can get to it.
Correct. And if you needed to take it with your medicine once you board the Lido deck or for something, yes, make sure you have your medications with you. Also, with people with medications and disabilities and special circumstances medically, make sure you are checking in that information when you do your check-in, because it does ask you if you have any disabilities, any special requirements, or and that's what people with diabetic, people who have seizures, autism, and anybody who has disabilities with walking or anything like that and require a wheelchair, scooter, CPAPs, sleep apnea machines, oxygen machines, please let the cruise line know. So that way, when you check in, you won't have such a hard time getting all of this communication out there and anything that you would need, especially need for your machines or whatever, they have that available for you.
Right. Also, with your carry-on stuff, you want to make sure you bring your jewelry with you. Your expensive stuff anyways. I wouldn't leave it to chance. Keep it with you.
But I have a note on that.
Note on that.
Or a tip on that. I do not like to carry my real jewelry. Ladies, I suggest going online or going to, you know, these little five items for $20. Buy costume jewelry. It costs like $1 or whatever. Just buy it, but hopefully it doesn't make your neck turn green or whatever. Just make sure it's a legit place. Make sure you ask them what it's made out of and that it won't cause any of those irritations or effects. But I always buy costume jewelry from Shein or Target. You can buy costume jewelry at Target, JCPenney's. Do not bring your real stuff. I suggest you don't. I mean, I know most women who are married would like to bring their wedding rings. So make sure when you bring those wedding rings that you do not take them on your excursions. I would place that in your safe, locked and safe. But yeah, I suggest that you don't bring your expensive jewelry. Just get some costume jewelry.
But if you do, keep it with you. Don't leave it in your luggage.
Yes, of course.
All right. An extra change of clothes.
Correct. Yes.
You don't want to, again, need them and not have them. That luggage that you gave to the porters, you may not see it till later that night. Who knows? Things happen. So have an extra change of clothes. Have some swim clothes in case you want to hop in the pool. Maybe while you're waiting for your luggage to get to your room. But, you know, get you a bigger bag. Be ready. Be ready for what could happen, you know? Mm-hmm. All right. What else?
Also, just FYI, with wheelchairs and scooters, all cruise lines have requirements on the size because they don't want them left in the hallway, causing obstruction, causing people to trip or fall. You know, those people who have that dream package when they go home late, to their room late, and you don't want them rolling around your scooter or falling on your scooter, or maybe even sleeping in your scooter. So make sure you look up your requirements for a scooter and wheelchair. Also, with Carnival, they do rent those out. You can check in. When you check in, you can ask them about renting out a scooter and wheelchair before you embark, and they will be able to do that for you. Also, do have wheelchair pushers, and those friendly faces are there to help you get on the ship. So you can also do that before embarkation at the wheelchair desk, and so you can get someone to push you up so you don't have to worry about that long journey on that gangway. So you can look into that as well.
We wanted to just make sure and get this out quick. We got less than a week. I mean, we're leaving Saturday. Today's Sunday. So we just wanted to get this out real quick. We will be getting some more videos out. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff we missed. But hopefully we'll cover those in another one. Is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, just remember, people getting on the ship is very hectic, you know, the day of. So, but remember, you're going on vacation. Be happy, you know, enjoy yourself. You know, don't go all grumpy because someone was in.
It's going to be hard not to be upset. You're going to be out in the heat. You're going to be waiting in a long line, and you're going to get out of that line to go get in another line, and then on and on and on. And you know, some person, employee, whatever, is going to say something's going to upset you. Just come on, you're on vacation, man. Chill.
Yeah, just, you know, and don't take anything too much to heart. I mean, they're there trying to do their job and get you on and move you quickly. I mean, they got a lot on their plate too.
Just remember, soon you're going to be on a hotel floating out in the middle of the ocean. So
yes. So anyway, so like we said, we probably missed a few things, but we'll have more videos for you. Again, this is
Tank
and Mag with Chaotic Adventures. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy our videos and find them informative.
Or even if you don't, just for fun.
Anyways, so thank you for watching, and we'll see y'all the next time.